Hey crafty friends, this is Gail. Welcome to another stitching update today. It is Saturday, it's the 4th of November 2023 and it's just before midday. Welcome. If you're a regular watcher, welcome, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome. Thanks so much for spending some time. It has been nearly a month since I've had a catch up with you all. I've been away on holidays overseas for a couple of weeks, but I'll get into more of that when I talk about life update at the end. You'll have to excuse my voice. I am a little bit unwell. I am getting better, but again, I'll cover that in the life update. But lots of life-sustaining coffee to help with the croaky voice. We're currently at 28 WIPs at the moment. I've got some WIPs to share. I've got a new start. I've got some purchases as well to go through with you. So yeah, apologies now if I cough during the video, but there's not really much I can do about that. So what I'll do first of all is share my diamond painting update with you. Now, because it's been such a while since I have filmed an update video, I can't even remember where I was up to last time. I did do a little bit of this the earlier part of the week because I didn't go back to work until Wednesday of this week, and we flew back from overseas. We landed very, very late, nearly like 10 o'clock on the Saturday night in Sydney. But this is where we're up to. This is a 50 by 70 diamond painting by Huracan off AliExpress. 48 colours. It is a round. Yeah, it's like a wet, rainy London cafe scene. So I'll show you in its entirety. I don't know whether I can get it all in actually. But I did more of the second piece because it's split up into 5 sections. So the first 2 sections are completely done, and I have started on the top of the 3rd section. So I'll look here so I can see, but I'll slowly show you where I'm up to with this one. This one's been really good. I was going to try and get a little bit more work done on this one. However, I am so close to a finish, like so super close on a cross stitch piece, that I can't bring myself to do anything else but to keep working on this until I'm finished. Like, even though I've got a blocked nose, I can smell it. It is so super close. Super close. Let me share it with you. Not all of my WIPs were taken overseas. Obviously, I worked on Stanley, but I couldn't take him overseas because too big and bulky. But Olga got her bikini on and went to Fiji on a holiday. Olga's Autumn Stocking by Plum Street Samplers. So I'm currently stitching this on it's a 32 count. I thought it was 28, but it's not 28, it's 32 count. It's like a mottled apricot Zweigart linen, using the DMC conversion, full cross 2/2. So I think last time I saw you, I had everything done from the cat up except for like the pumpkin and whatnot. Wait and see how far I am now. Now, I'm not going to show you the whole thing. We'll wait for next week. We'll do the big reveal next week. However, are you ready for it? I'm still working on it, so apologies. It's in the Q-Snap. This is where we're up to. I am so close. As you can see, I just have this ginormous pumpkin. Apologies, it's raining here. It's very miserable. The light's terrible, so I've got the overhead light on. So I just have this ginormous pumpkin to finish. Then I'm done. So essentially what I did, we flew into Auckland. We were in Auckland for 2 days, and then we got on the cruise boat. We were on the cruise boat for 8 nights, and then we were back in New Zealand for another 5 days after that. So Olga come out at the midway point of our Fijian cruise, and then I worked on Olga for the end half of our Fijian cruise and all of the rest of our remaining 5 days in New Zealand. We stayed in Rotorua. So this pumpkin, made in Fiji. This pumpkin, made in New Zealand. This pumpkin, made in Australia. So as you can see, I've done it so that I don't need to use the chart anymore. So I just have to, I think this is 822. I just have to finish, sorry, I've got a bit of black fluff. I just have to finish filling in these stitches and then do the black, the cream, the black. And last night I was watching a documentary and even though it doesn't look a lot, it's full coverage. Like it's a lot. It's a lot of stitches. Yeah, you can see those stitches. I love those stitches. And I tried to do different textures. So this one here, I don't want to knock over my coffee. This pumpkin here that I made in Fiji, I went horizontally. This one that I made in New Zealand, I did vertically. And I think you can actually tell, which way I did the stitches. And it gives it a little bit of, even though it's just DMC, it gives a little bit of texture, I think, the fact that I stitched this horizontally and I stitched this vertically. You can see those stitches. And then there's the Australian pumpkin, which is just going up and down. So I don't have that much left to do on it. So this will definitely be a finish in next fortnight's video. Then I will show it to you in its entirety. I have purchased the recommended rickrack for the top, but I also, and I'll show you that in haul, I also purchased the same die type but with pom-pom because I'm not quite sure. If you can see on the top here of the photo, they have like an over-dyed rickrack. So I bought, and that's from Lady Dot Creates, and it's in the colorway Jack. So what I did, I actually found an Australian seller, number 12 Stitch Co, I think is what it is, off Etsy, and I bought the rickrack along with the pom-pom trim, both in the same colorway Jack, because look, I'm just going to show you this now because we're talking about it. This is the rickrack in the colorway Jack. See how it's quite it's an orange, but it's not dark orange. This is the pom-pom trim Jack. Look at the difference. So I bought both of these because what I'm going to do, when I was at my LNS on Wednesday night doing my regular Wednesday night stitching, I took Olga with me and was stitching her, and I was going to go to my local quilt store down in Berrima and look for fabric, but the LNS I go to does have some fabric, not a huge range, but they do have some. She had the most gorgeous chocolate, and I spied it as I was walking to pay as I was leaving, and I said to her, I won't muck around with it tonight, but when I'm here next Wednesday night I'll grab some. And it's a beautiful chocolate brown. It goes from chocolate brown to like a deep rust with gold metallic swirls all through it. And I thought, do you know what? That is going to look beautiful as the backing for this. And then I'll get the ladies to help me decide which of the trim to use, whether I use the darker pom-pom trim along the top or the lighter rickrack trim around the top. So, yeah, so close to a finish, as you can see, like super close to a finish. So we have Olga. Then before I left, I worked a lot on Stanley. I call him Stanley. It's the Fish Juggler by Randall Spangler. Like original artwork by Randall Spangler. It's a Heaven and Earth design chart. I'm currently using Pattern Keeper for this, and because I haven't worked on it for 3 weeks, I don't remember you know, what percentage I'm at or whatever, but this is what it's going to look like when it's finished. And I am currently like around here. So I'm doing mine on 18 count Aida, full cross, using obviously the DMC threads, 2/1, and it is in Q-snap because I was working on it before, and I'll move this needle over there, but this is where we're at. So you can see I've still got a few stitches to do to finish the little star, and then I've got to finish these couple little baubles, and then that's the start of his foot, so that's all like fairly like white. Yeah, but that's where we're up to right now with him. And again, what I'll do next week is I'll pull him out of the Q-snap. What I am going to have to do is attach some fabric on the bottom and the sides, because as we're getting to the bottom, as you can see, that's where the piece finishes. So I am going to have to sew. So I've got some like spare cotton in the cupboard, and I'll grab the sewing machine out because I've got another piece in the cupboard, but I won't be working on that this year, so that's okay. But yeah, I'll be working on Stanley for the month of November. He'll be my home focus piece for the month of November. And once I've finished Olga, Stanley will be my home focus piece for the month of November. And then I've got my other new start, which will be my away piece. So yeah, but that's where we're at. That's Stanley. Okay, just excuse me, I've got to have a sip of coffee. Okay. The other one I did some work on in a bag from Nicole from Divana Lee Design Studios. I bought this fabric from Spoonflower and sent it up to her, and she made me a bag set. While we were waiting for our flight to Auckland, I just didn't want to sit and do nothing. So I took my my lilac Hardanger. This is from a chart called Hardanger, A Growing Tradition, compiled by Susan L. Meyer and Rosalind K. Watnemo. I am stitching this one here. So that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. I am stitching mine on 28 count Monica even weave. Off the top of my head, I don't know what the colorway is, but I'm stitching it using, it's essentially 3042 is what the color is, because I'm using 3042 DMC pearl thread, and it is an absolute like match. I'm still doing all of the cluster blocks at the moment, so to work out where I am. Okay, it's quite big, so I've been doing these inner double blocks. So yeah, I'll show you. As you can see, I'm up to down here. So I started in here. I finished the one and started on the other. So I did a lot of that while I was waiting for our flight to New Zealand. So that was good. And then my new start also is a little bit of haul, because this is in a bag, not this month's bag, but last month's bag, from the bag of the month from Nicole from Divana Lee Design Studios. She has a Patreon paid, like a Patreon site, and I'm part of the bag of the month tier, and you get a bag and some other bits and pieces. The other bits and pieces I'll show you in haul, but this was the bag from last month. Look at that fabric, isn't that beautiful? Just gorgeous fabric. So I had to put my new start in there, and I worked on this as soon as we got to New Zealand. I started working on this, and then I also worked on this for the first half of our cruise to Fiji. It is Robin Christmas Stocking by Doreen Jones. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the colour sheet. I purchased this as a downloadable PDF from Doreen Jones' Etsy store. This is her Christmas stocking for 2023. I've decided that I'm going to excuse me. I'm going to make new Christmas stockings for both Shane and I for the new house. And this is for me. So I'm stitching this on 28 count antique white even weave using the DMC, recommended DMC, full cross, 2/2. And I'll show you where I'm up to. I do apologise, I've got a needle in here because I was working on it before I put it away, because this one is so addictive. Once I start stitching it, I don't want to stop. But I knew Olga wanted to get a bikini on and get out and about in Fiji. You know, who am I to say no to Olga? So I try and fold. It's a long stocking, so try and fold this so you can sort of see. That's where we're at. So as you can see, I've done this complete top band. I finished this band here. I've done the start and stop. I haven't done the center, and I've started doing the outline. Now I have made a mistake in this, but I have rectified. I've fudged it. What I did and I'm folding this over so you can see. That needle minder is from Nicole from Divine Lee Design Studios. When I did this row, see how there's 2 rows of the lighter blue? That should only be 1 row. So essentially what I did when I stitched this, I did this whole top section down to the black. I then stitched 1 row of the light blue. Then I did all of the white snowflakes. Then I come back and filled in. Now, when I did the white snowflakes, I'm like, this white snowflake is supposed to touch this first row. What I did, when I stitched the first row of blue, when I counted down to do the snowflakes, I counted as if I hadn't stitched that first row of blue. So I thought, okay, so what I did, and to me, it doesn't look out of place or anything. I've just done 2 rows of blue at the top, and I've done 2 rows of blue down the bottom. So it all looks the same. Whereas on the chart, it should be 1 row of light blue, then dark, 2 light, 1 dark, 2 light, 1 dark. And then I've added an extra row of light blue down the bottom here. You're not going to notice because it's at the neck of the stocking, like right at the top. But yeah, that's where we're up to. And I've done some half stitches and yeah. So once I have finished Olga, which I'm hoping will be later on today, we'll just see. I've caught up on most of my floss tube videos. So if I have any fellow floss tubers that watch my video and you see me going back and watching old videos, what I do, I tend, unless I really need to make a comment, when I watch videos, I just put 3 purple hearts. It just lets people know that I'm watching and like that I've watched it. And yeah, I've been going through some of the older videos that I've missed because I didn't really get a chance to watch too much floss tube before I left either. So I've been playing catch up. So yeah, so no, that's all of my WIPs. Let's go through purchases. I did pick up one thing from Auckland Airport as I was going, and it's a New Zealand badge, and it says Kiwi Crossing, next 1,200 kilometres. What I'm going to do, Shane's currently down in Adelaide at the moment. When he's back, I'll get him to use my, because the Dremel scares me. Sparks fly and everything. It's that little jeweler's tool. It's got the tiny little, little sandpaper thing to cut stuff off. I will get him to cut that off and I will make that into a needle minder, and that is the needle minder then of our trip. So I got that. I've gone on to and bought a few PDF patterns. Now the first PDF pattern I got, and my lovely stitchy friend Laura from Stitching by the Shore. Hey Laura, she's in the US. Laura has just recently done a ATC swap, an artist trading card. Now I know they used to do those in Australia a long time ago within Australia, but I haven't seen any groups do them. So it really fascinated me watching, and like I was quite late to the party watching about it. And the theme for this ATC that's just closed was fall. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to link Laura put 2 videos up, one explaining what artist trading cards are, and then she's done another video of all of the artist trading cards that come in with this fall theme. So what happens is everybody, there's a set size that you have to do it, and everyone sends their artist trading card to Laura by a set date, and then she does like a random draw, and depending on how many cards you do is how many cards you will get in return, and then she sends them all out. So I reached out to Laura and I said, hey, I really love that idea, but I'm in Australia. How will that work regarding postage? Because the postage is going to be, obviously, you know, Laura will post them out to everyone, but posting to Australia is expensive. And she said, look, she said, absolutely, you know, you can join in, we'll sort it out. So, you know, Laura and I will sort out something, because I don't want her to have to be out of pocket to cover postage to Australia. So the next one is going to be a winter theme. So I was very excited about that, and I think it's February sometime, like that's when she's going to release more details. But I know that I've already got my stitching stuff sorted for 2024. It's in a big tub down here. I'm actually going to film, someone called it the magical tub of wonder. So that's the tub's name now, the magical tub of wonder, and that will I'm going to film what's in that. So essentially my 2024 stitching, aside from my Christmas stocking and Stanley, everything else aside from what I'm going to do for artist trading cards is all in the tub of wonder. I'm going to film that tomorrow, because I am doing series stitching next year. If you've been watching me for any length of time, I have been talking all year about doing series stitching in 2024. I have so many sets of series that I'm going to stitch it. And in fact, I was watching, who did I watch the other day? Kat from Kat Stitch. Hey Kat, I know Kat watches my videos. She talked about it as well. In fact, what I'll do, I'll link Kat's latest video down in the description box below if you want to watch her video. She's from New Zealand. She's a lovely, stitches lovely things. And she is doing that as well. She got the idea from, I think she said Michelle Bendy Stitchy is doing it as well. So whilst I don't watch Michelle Bendy Stitchy, you know, it's really good to know that others have got the same idea to do series stitching. So I've got, as you know, I love a good set or series. I've got so many sets or series in this tub. I'm probably not even going to be able to stitch all of them, but you know, as you know, we'll be hopefully moved by the end of next year. I'll get into that more. We are still building and whatnot, but I'll get into that in life plans. I've got everything that I plan to want to stitch in 2024 in this tub. As you can see, that top black box, I have 6 of those. They have my full DMC thread collection in them. I'm going to see if I can you see them? There's 6 of them. That's all of my DMC threads. Now, normally, those boxes would be under our bed. We have a big king size bed. But I thought, no, I need all of my threads out to be able to kit up my series stitching. I don't want to have to keep pulling them out from under the bed all the time. So they're all in here now, ready to go. So aside from what I've got in the tub, whatever artist trading card things I decide to go with next year, I'll stitch those as well. But I found this on Etsy, and I have quite a few of these designs in a bottle, and I thought this would be really cute. I could do it on I'll do it on, like, watch Laura's video, because essentially what she does, she tells you what the size of the artist trading card, what the maximum size is. She also goes through and gives you the different counts of fabric, what is the maximum stitch count for a design. So what I'm going to do, and she also has it in the description box below to it, so I took a screenshot of that. And what I'll do, I will work out whatever size fabric will suit this design. I'll do that on the artist trading card. But essentially this is Quiet Night. Oh, sorry, I should take it out of the... You can tell I'm out of practice running this video. So yeah, it's a very lovely wintry scene. I'd really enjoy, I'd really love it if I received this on an artist trading card. So, you know, I'll do that and I'll dress it up with some other, like some washi tape or some ribbon or something like that. But yeah, I thought that would be really cute. So this chart will go in my 2024 Magical Tub of Wonders. While I was also on Etsy, I also found this. This is by a shop called Let's Make Crafts, and they're Narnia lantern bookmarks. I just thought they were really, really pretty. Aren't they pretty? So I got a downloadable PDF. I got that one. I just thought they were really, really lovely. Then from the same seller, I also got this, and this will be started. I think I'm going to have to, once I've finished Olga, I have to start this. The B&B that we stayed at in Rotorua, the lady there is obsessed with minions, and she looked after us so well. She was lovely. So I've decided I'm going to stitch her a little minion pillow and send it, minion, I'll make it into a pillow and send it to her. I'm not stitched, and this is from Let's Make Crafts as well on Etsy. I'm not stitching all three of them. I'm only going to be stitching the middle filler. So I'm going to be stitching him, and I've picked up some fabric. I picked up some 32 count Belfast linen in, like, it's not very good, but it's like a oatmeal colour. So I'm going to stitch the middle guy, and then I will make him up into a pillow, and I'll send it to the lovely Annie over in New Zealand. The other thing that come in is an order from 123 Stitch. I ordered chart 11 of Cottage Garden Samplings, the Snowman Collector. This is the witch. This is adorable. Look at that. Now, talking about Cottage Garden Samplings, have any of you seen the sneak look at next year's series? I was determined that once this one, because I've got the birds with the little house, like the bird ones. I've got that one. I've got the what's 23? I think I've got them all from 2021. So I've got the flowers with the birds. That's 1 year. Then I've got the no, I've got more than that. I've got 4 years worth of series from her, because I've got a year in the life. Then I've got the animals. Then I've got this one for this year. Well, she's posted a sneak peek of next year's, and it's houses. Oh my goodness. What I'm going to do, I took screenshots because I'm on her page. She shared the overall, complete what it's going to be, the different houses. So I took a screenshot of that. I took a screenshot of the very first house, which is just stunning, by the way. And then I took a photograph. She's done a close-up of the first house on the side. You can just start to see the second month, which is a castle. Just beautiful. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert those 3 screenshots here. Aren't they beautiful? And if I have enabled you, you're welcome. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting those next year. The 12th snowman apparently has only not long come out. So I'll go on to 123 Stitch later on and see whether it's really available and do an order. But then I went onto the Shannon Christine website. Let's go through them all. Or downloadable PDFs. Now, I've also got something in here that I want to... I've got so many things that I want to start. Like, I just need to stop looking. Yeah, I just need to stop looking. That will solve all my problems. But then I also have to stop my friends from sending me stuff to say, hey, have you seen this? Because I'm hopeless. I'm hopeless. I'm putting my hand up and saying that now. I am part of the Off the Grid Friday Off the Grid Evertote Facebook page. She shared that she is wanting on her website pre-orders for the 2024 Modern Folk Embroidery Stitch Along. I took one look at it and I fell in love with it. So I've pre-ordered the booklet. I'm not going to stitch it straight away. That will probably be like a 2025 start because I need to decide what fabric, and it's 2 different colours. So I need to decide what fabric and what colours. But I thought at least if I've got the book, then I've got the book. So what I've done, I took a screenshot of that as well. That hasn't arrived yet, but I'll insert that photo here. Isn't it gorgeous? Just gorgeous. So that's on pre-order from Evertote in Canada. So I'll wait for that to come. But anyway, what I did, I went onto Shannon Christine website and I purchased some PDFs. So I have the 2020 Christmas Club. I was a member of that that club. So I've got those. But I didn't join 2021. So it's more so the very first design that I love of all of these. Like the second one's cute as well. But yeah, when we get to the new house, I want to cross-stitch some more ornaments to go on the Christmas tree, etc. So this is 2021 Christmas Club 1. Look at that Santa. And then ho, ho, ho. But look at that Santa. Isn't he adorable? So I got that one. Then I picked up 2021 Christmas Club 2. And oh, this penguin. It says stay cozy, but look at that penguin. Adorable. Very cute. So I got that. Apologies, this is probably going to be a long video today because we're already at 32 minutes. And then I've still got a couple more things to show you. And then I've got life update and I want to show you a video from our holiday. This is 2021 Christmas Club 3. Look at that snowman. It says 'tis the season, but look at that snowman. Isn't he adorable? It's very cute. Oh, sorry, another sip of coffee. Okay, and then we've got the 2021 Christmas Club 4. The bottom one is Be Joyful, but this polar bear, God, just kills me. Look at him. Shannon Christine really knows how to do cute design. She really does. So I got all of those. Then I saw she's doing mitten charts. So I'm just trying to sort out the other ones I got. So she does mitten charts, and she's got like Santa Claus. She's got a reindeer. She's got Mrs. Claus. But I really like the snowman, and she has a left and a right mitten. So I got the left snowman mitten. I thought he was really, really cute. So that would look really nice done as a little pillow. Then I picked up the right snowman mitten, which is different to the left. So, yeah. Then I picked up the very last in the Halloween 2023 club. I only needed to get this one, which was Raven Wings. It's very cool. Then I also picked up another couple in the Signs of Christmas. So this is part 7. This is Skate Rentals. And then I've got part 8, which is the Bake Shop. And then her latest release, I had to get this, and I am going to stitch this as part, I'm going to do this in December for Christmas stitching. I have a few, we might as well dive into plans now. Yeah, my plan is I'm going to finish doing Olga's autumn stocking. Then I have to make a start then on the little Minions pillow, because I need to stitch that, FFO it, and send it to New Zealand. Then once I do that, I'm going to work more on my Christmas stocking. However, I've got 2 other sales as well to do by the end of the year. So this month, I catch up with a lovely group of women every Sunday night on Zoom, and one of them, it's their birthday this month, and she asked for anything to do with the ocean or like the sea. So I have a small little chart that and I'll probably start that this Sunday night when I'm on with them. In fact, I'll show you. It's this one here. It's the sea otter. But the thing, it's got a Christmas hat on, so it's going to double as a little Christmas ornament. So this is for like a November sale. One of the other ladies has a birthday in December. So she asked that we do like a little Christmas ornament. And again, this is by La Silva Design. So I'm going to do the little rooster in a Christmas hat. So they'll both be able to fit on the same fabric. Like, look at those colours. And again, this is really good that I've got my stash of DMC, because I just go through. So I'll do that in December. However, the other thing I'm going to start in December, Shannon Christine has announced that she's going to start designing a Christmas nutcracker annually every year. So she has just released, and this is hot off the press, she has just released the 2023 nutcracker. I am going to stitch this in December, and I am going to finish it as a stuffed stand-up. Now, I'll be stitching it on 28 count antique white even weave. And so he's going to be pretty big, but if you haven't seen this, or like don't walk, run to the Shannon Christine website, download this as a PDF. It is stunning. Look at this. I'll give you a close up. Like, it is stunning. It's got the year on it. Like, look at that. He's going to be a December start. If anyone else wants to start this with me, we can do a sale if you want. We could call it the 2023 Nutcracker Sale. So yeah, just reach out. And yeah, we can do a hashtag and do an Instagram hashtag. But yeah, 2023 Nutcracker Sale. I'll be starting it on the 1st of December. Lots happening. Also, from my LNS, when I was there on Wednesday night, the latest Inspirations magazine, there are some lovely things in here. I hardly ever stitch anything out of here. I just like looking at it. This is my like cup of coffee, sit down and read the articles and drool over the pages. Like, look at this. I don't do stump work, but look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's gorgeous. What else did they have in here? They had a beautiful pincushion to make. That's a close-up of it. And then the bee ball on the front cover is there. And they also do a needle book as well. So that's the issue 120, Inspirations magazine. All right, the last thing that I have to share haul-wise, obviously, as I said earlier on in the video, I'm in the bag of the month. So this was last month's bag. And in that we got an easel, a decorative easel. I've been very good. I haven't cracked this open at all. A little Kit Kat and something to eat. Now this month's bag arrived yesterday. I love macarons. Macarons are one of my favourite things. Aside from baked egg custard tarts, like, yeah, baked egg custard, creme brulee and macarons. This is the bag. Isn't that beautiful? And I've decided I'm going to put my nutcracker in here. So that's the bag. That's the front. And I haven't even opened up the goodies for this month yet. So sorry for the rustling. So in it is Lifesavers Raspberry Sherbet Fix Sticks, Pucker Tulsi Clarity, a sacred blend flowering with vibrant clarity. Let's get that to drink. And then, this is gorgeous. It's a notepad. Oh, this is beautiful. It's the Australian Indigenous Art Series by Bradley Kickett. It's like a notebook. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And it says, Bradley Kickett is a local Noongar artist, and I do apologise if I've said that incorrectly to any, native Australians. He was born in Northam and grew up in Perth. He is descended from the Kickett clan in York, Western Australia. He began painting in 2007. Bradley's style of art is abstract, with paintings depicted from an aerial view and illustrated in a fluid style that he has developed over the years. Isn't that just stunning? Thanks so much for that, Nicole. Like, I love notebooks, notepads, etc. That's beautiful. So thank you very much. Okay, so that's all of the stitching stuff. If you don't want to stick around for the life update, so be it. I totally understand. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you next time. Life update. Okay. Holiday time. Now, what happened, we flew out to Auckland, and we stayed in Auckland for 2 days before we got on the cruise boat. Auckland was cold. It was cold, about 19 degrees. So extremely wind. Auckland was extremely windy. I didn't realize how windy and how hilly Auckland was. I didn't realize how hilly it was, and there was lots and lots of road construction everywhere, like construction. And the fellow that we got, the shuttle bus driver we got to the airport, because again we had no idea, Auckland Airport is a 40-minute drive from Auckland City itself. So we got a shuttle bus, and he was lovely. He was filling us all in on everything, bits and pieces. And he said that all of the construction in Auckland City itself is because it's for a rail project that they originally said was going to take 3 years, and it's been 6 years since the project has started. They reckon it's going to take another 3. So for a construction project that was supposed to only take 3 years, it's going to take about 9 years, they reckon. So we did that. Then we got on the boat, and we did 8 nights on the boat. So we did 2 days at sea, sailing to Fiji. We stopped at Suva for 1 day. Then we sailed overnight to Lautoka and did Lautoka for 1 day. Then we sailed to Danaru Island for 1 day. Then 2 days at sea back to Auckland. Then we took a shuttle back to the airport, picked up a hire car, because it was going to cost us about $1,200 more to hire a car from Auckland City than what it was from the airport. Crazy, ridiculous. So we took a shuttle back to the airport, picked up a hire car. Then we drove 2.5 hours south to Rotorua, and we've actually stayed in Rotorua. We stayed in a little we stayed in a B&B, gorgeous B&B, absolutely stunning, at a little town called Tikateri, which if you look at the map of Rotorua, you've got the lake, Rotorua's down the bottom here, and Tikateri is up here just past the Rotorua airport. It was in an exclusive housing estate. Admittedly, when we booked it, we didn't realise how fancy it was. But the couple that run it, Shane and I were the only guests there. There's Gracie. I've got the door shut because they were outside barking. But yeah, Gracie. Floss tube, Gracie barking, right? The couple that we stayed with were absolutely beautiful, Annie and Ethan. Annie runs a B&B for her pocket money. She is a Chinese descendant, and she was beautiful, absolutely lovely. Cooked us a beautiful breakfast every morning, went through, showed us different bits and pieces, where to go and whatnot as we were travelling around, and discovered she absolutely adores Minions, which is why I'm going to do a little Minion pillow and send it to her. And essentially the mornings were terrible, like lots of rain and whatnot, but the afternoons were quite nice. So we tended to have breakfast, and then we went back and sort of just relaxed for a little while, and then just before lunch we'd go out. We'd have lunch out. And then for 2 of the days we went to the Polynesian hot springs spa. So we bought a 2-day pass to a more exclusive part of the spa, and there was hardly any people. I think there was like 50. Gracie carrying on. Just excuse. Oh look, let's just keep talking. We'll ignore her. The door's shut. So there was about 15 people there on the first day, and about 10 people there on the second. Sorry, I am going to have to get her. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I knew I had to grab her because the door was shut. So she thinks I'm not here. So she's barking like an absolute crazy person. So we were at the hot springs thing, and yeah, there was hardly anyone in our section, which was lovely. There was 5 hot spring, like thermal hot spring pools. 4 of them were acidic, 1 was alkaline. They ranged from, they also had a cold plunge pool and a cold shower as well. No, hold on. Sorry, 5 hot pools. No, 5 acidic hot pools, 1 alkaline hot pool, a cold plunge pool, and a cold shower. And the hot pools range from 36 degrees to 41 degrees. And oh my goodness, it was beautiful. Beautiful. Shane and I just sat there and like soaked the afternoon away. Then they had Gracie. She's in a mood this afternoon. Then they had thermal hot spring heated recliners. So they were plastic molded recliners, and when you sat on them, they were hot, and they were beautiful. So you would come out of the hot spring, and it was quite chilly. It was like 19-20 degrees. So then we would sit on these hot recliners and have a towel over the top of us. I could have stayed there all afternoon, and we did. It was lovely. And then we flew home, and when we flew home, it was utter chaos at Sydney Airport. They had, I think it was 8 international flights all come in at the same time. There was people everywhere, baggage everywhere. We were queuing up to go through like biosecurity and customs. People started new queues elsewhere, not in the regular queue, and we're all trying to combine, and then we're getting really cranky. It was an absolute nightmare. By the time we got out of the airport, it was 10:30, nearly 11 o'clock, and we parked at Park and Fly at Mascot. So we called them, the shuttle bus come and picked us up. We got our car and then we drove home. So we didn't get home till nearly like just before midnight on Saturday night, and I was exhausted because we'd driven all day. So what I've done a compiling video of our little trips. So you'll see, you'll see it as it progresses, like the flight over there, 2 days in Auckland, the cruise, and then Rotorua and everything else. So it goes for about 12 minutes, I think. I did a lot of filming on the drive from Auckland Airport to Rotorua because there's some stunning scenery. It's absolutely beautiful. So what I'll do, I'll insert that video here. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. Let's go here. So that was our holiday. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, aside from that, I was unwell while we were away. I sort of got a cold flu again, and I sort of got it back again, but I've now got blocked sinuses. So I had to go to the doctor on Tuesday because when we landed, I couldn't hear out of my left ear. It was blocked, and I thought it was because of the pressurization of the plane, and it just wouldn't go away. So I went to the doctor, and he had a look, and he said, yes, it's very red, it's very inflamed. He said, and the reason why you can't hear out of it properly is, he said, your left sinus is so blocked, it's pushing against the inner part of your ear. So I'm on very strong antibiotic and steroid ear drops twice a day. I am also on nasal spray, like 2 different types of steroid nasal sprays twice a day, because what's happening is my on the left side more so than the right, but apparently what's happening is because my left is so blocked, what it's doing, it can't clear or drain itself, so it's coming back, it's going back down the back of my throat, and it's tickling my tonsils, which is why I've got a cough. And of course that's why my voice is all croaky and how you going. So it does sound a lot worse than what it is. I've got a little bit of a fuzzy head and a headache, and my ears still just a little bit sore, nowhere near as what sore it was. But yeah, so I've had that. I went back to work on Wednesday. The land settled while we were overseas, so we're officially now the owners. Shane drove down to Adelaide on Monday, arrived there Tuesday. Surveyors have been out, and they have re-pegged out the fence line because some of the fences are missing. So they pegged the boundary fence line. They also pegged out where the different structures, there are going to be 3 different structures on the property. We've got the massive big warehouse for Shane, the big 3-car garage with battery bank and big storeroom, and then we've got the house. So they have pegged all of those out on the property, so we know exactly where they're going. We're waiting for essentially now is a wastewater report from our engineers. Once we get that, we can then, because we've commissioned a planning company to put our submission together to go to council, for building development. So once we get that building development approval, Shane can start the warehouse and the 3-car garage because they're classified as non-habitable dwellings. So once we get the building development on those, that's all we need. We don't need any further inspections or anything like that. So he can start construction on those straight away. However, we need this wastewater report. Now, the engineers have been very slack. I've had to ring them and put my, polite but firm, don't mess with me voice on. So essentially we've told them they have till Monday to give us this report. Otherwise we won't be paying for the report. We will be purchasing the drill rod reports, and we will take them to another engineering company to get those reports done. So because really we want to be able to start some sort of construction before Christmas, like laying of slabs, etc. So, and Shane can do that once we get the building development approval. We won't be able to start the house, but we'll be able to start the big warehouse and the 3-car garage at least. So that's been good. Shane met the neighbours on one side when he went there on Tuesday, and apparently they're an elderly couple. Excuse me. And when she asked Shane, what does your wife do for work? She's going to have to find a job. Shane's like, no, she works from home. So anywhere that has internet, she can work from home. But she does crafts as well. And apparently the lady's eyes lit up. She goes, oh, she does craft. What does she do? And Shane apparently was telling her, she goes, I do diamond painting, knitting and crocheting. So, lovely fellow crafty people. Is there a chance that I will finally learn how to knit socks? Maybe. Stay tuned. So she said, oh, well, when your wife comes down for the weekend, whenever she comes down, make sure she pops over for a cup of tea and we can have a nice long chat about craft. And Shane laughed. Shane goes, if you go over to that lady's house, I'm never going to see you for the rest of the weekend. You'll be over there chatting about craft and stuff. I said, yeah, probably. So But anyway, so that was quite funny. But other than that, that's about it from me. It has been a really long video, but as I said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to try tomorrow to film the magical tub of wonder, so you can see what my 2024 plans for stitching are, and I'll probably put that video up next week. So yeah, until then, it'll be another couple of weeks until I do another stitching update. So until then, thanks for watching. Please stay safe and well. Happy crafting, and I'll catch you all next time. See you later. Bye.